Hi everyone, I'm Princess May Novella and I'll be a student at MC College this coming school year. I'm very excited to be starting there soon as a fashion design student, and I'm also excited to show you one of my work. So let's start. So usually I would do sketches with either a black pen or pencil or any marker I had on hand to do a sketch of design I had before making an illustration. This helps me quickly get the idea out clearer and to create a rough draft. I begin my illustrations by using a flush tone marker to map out the silhouette of the figure before going over it with a pencil or brown color pencil. I then draw the design on the figure with a pencil and add the basic colors before I add all the details. I usually use white paint for the designs I want done in white as it shows better on the paper. For this video, I decided to make a simple skirt with ruffles on the hem using a floral fabric I had. I first began by laying the material out and folding it so that I had enough room to place the pattern I had drafted beforehand against the fold. Once I pin it all down, I begin to cut them out, making sure I get both layers of materials. And of course, it's never a dull moment when you have your dogs around. Once the pieces have all been cut, I begin the long process of finishing the edges using the zigzag setting on my sewing machine. Once I've done all that, I just pinned the skirt's right sides together and began sewing the side seams. Knowing the basic sewing skills has helped me out a lot. It has also allowed me to repair my clothes as well as others' clothes without spending money. Because of it, I was able to make skirts for the Tambourine Ministry at church. Seeing them wearing it on Sundays always makes me happy. Once I've sewn down the darts of the skirt, I then place them in the direction I wanted them to face before giving them and the seams of the skirt a good press. Once that's been completed, I move down to the ruffles. I start by measuring and cutting out 40-inch long strips that are 6 inches wide and sewed them together to make a big circle. I then made a small fold on the bottoms of the strips after connecting them and ended up with a big loop. I then began another long process of zigzagging, hemming, and gathering. For the gather, I use a long stitch, which is usually 4, and just sew the straight stitch all around. I did this twice. I then tied the top threads together and used the bobbin threads to pull the fabric as it pulls easier. Once I'm happy with that, I then moved on to sewing the ruffles to the hem of the skirt. Being able to attend MC College this coming school year is an exciting thing for me. I'm really looking forward to learning more about making patterns and adding new sewing techniques to my basic skill set, as well as getting an inside experience on how it is working in the fashion industry. Once the ruffles are attached to the skirt, all that's left is attaching the waistband to the skirt. I do this by sewing a straight stitch all around the waist of the skirt. I then trim off the excess fabric and make little cuts along the waist seam to make the waistband more flexible. I finish off attaching the waistband to the skirt by doing an invisible stitch all around the inside seam. All that's left is using a straight stitch all around the waistband to make a casing for the elastics. Once the casing is done, all that's left is to thread the elastic through. The skirt is complete. Fashion has always been like a dream to me. It has always been just me putting the images in my head on paper and leaving them there. As I got older though, I learned enough basic sewing from my high school sewing teacher and my mom to bring those ideas to life. I'm both excited and hopeful to start exploring and learning about the different aspects of fashion at MC College. Bye!